up to like 7 or 8 colors per page through color theory. So it's also a great way for kids to understand how art is made using process colors. And here's where I finally well, you can buy this from us online. But here's where I'm going to transition this into a home shopping network moment. I've been trying to build a kit so that you could give this to someone who wanted to learn about lino cut and use these illustrations as inspiration to practice and create your own lino cuts in the style of Fisher. I think it's Fisher who's the artist and LeBrun is the story writer. Anyway, so what you're going to need from us, and you can call an order because we don't have much, they're not on the website, are process block inks. I have here process yellow and process cyan. These will be different than standard yellow and blue inks because process colors are designed to have a little more transparency and more easily blend and overlap to create a third color. Obviously, yellow plus blue equals green, and a lot of these illustrations feature only yellow and green or yellow, green, and magenta colors, or yellow and blue, creating a third color of green. So you need your inks. You would, of course, need some kind of block to carve. We've got plenty of those. You will need a brayer to spread your ink out in a thin layer and roll it on your block so that you can print it. And of course, you're not going to want to print just the block as a rectangle. You got to carve that stuff. So here's one of my favorite set of carving tools. This is not the Speedball brand. This is Heritage Arts. I like it because it's not plastic. It's a wood handle and the blades are a little higher quality steel that you can actually sharpen. I like the Speedball set too, and for kids, I'd probably recommend it because the way you switch these blades is just like an eyeball accident waiting to happen. You take a little stick they include and you just push it in this hole and it shoots the blade out the other side.
For real?
Yeah, it's really scary. I mean, ideally you don't shoot it, but I feel like a child, I wouldn't give them this set.
And the Speedball one's just like a little clasp, right?
Speedball one, you like twist
collar.
it open, you slide the tool in and you tighten it. So it's super safe. This one it like sits by friction using the rod to both jam it into this slot and also to shoot it out, which is honestly really fun, which is why I like it for an adult or a kid who can be trusted not to shoot their eye out with a lino cutter. Anyway, fun fact. I don't even know if these are on the web, to be honest.
I don't know either.
I only have a couple sets left.
Okay, tech update. We're cruising on YouTube. 3rd time's a charm. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for all your tech support help today, letting us know what's going wrong. And
I feel like Elizabeth has been truly... Elizabeth, you've really been there for us the whole time.
Yep.
Elizabeth always supports our self-indulgent cat content.
Mm-hmm.
Also is a great cat photographer who submitted many photos for the every day of the year calendar, which I gotta tell y'all, I'm so excited for June to come up because it has some really good photos.
One of your faves?
Some of my faves, but July, y'all, July is really popping. Just get excited for the Dave cat calendar in July.
In Dave news, he threw up a bunch this morning.
Okay. He spit up a tiny bit of spit liquid because I got a new plant and he normally leaves all my plants alone. Not this one. He gave it a chomp and guess what? It's a plant that makes cats spit up their leaves immediately.
All right, so
just like if you exaggerate the cat facts to the people, they will panic.
Sorry, Dave ate our plant.
It wasn't like Linda Blair. It was like one tidy pile. Like, this didn't sit right. And then out. But now he's napping.
Come on, Dave.
Come on, Dave.
Do better.
He's already having such a hard time. He's on his kitty laryngitis medicine. And then he goes and eats yet another non-optimal plant.
Yep. If there's a new plant in town, Dave's curious about what it tastes like, I guess.
I didn't realize since he was so ignorant. Anyway. It's a really pretty plant, so I get it.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like grass blades. I feel like it's on me because I should have noticed, like, this looks like upside down grass.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So thanks for powering through a little segment on this beautiful book and some carving tools.
Can I show it?
You can show it. Yeah.
Good. It's really so beautiful. I collect a lot of books by French illustrators. Blex Bolex is one of my favorites, but this is definitely in a similar vibe. Every illustration is extremely colorful and dense while also having just the simplicity of a carved plate. And you can see how overlapping color create new colors. So it's a great way to think philosophically about the content, but also to just teach someone like, this is how color's gonna work. It's a chapter book, by the way. Look at that.
Wow.
So good. I want these artists to just paint murals all over my house. Bam, bam, bam. So good. Anyway, I love this book. I'll go show Instagram while Paul.
I noticed. So this is from one of the publishers where we're kind of new to Wonder Fair, Gestalten, and they're one of the spine on the text upside down sort of deals. What's up with that, Meredith?
Spine on the text upside down?
Yeah. You know, where like you put it on your bookshelf and you're like, you read it bottom to top instead of top to bottom.
I'm just having a lot of fun flipping through this book.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
just
okay.
enjoy it for one moment. It's so pretty. Whoops, that's the info sheet.
You guys have any of those books in your collection where it's just like you put it so that the cover faces to the right, but then all of a sudden you can't, it's upside down.
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
Maybe that's just a German thing.
I think it's a Euro thing, maybe.
Oh, really?
Is Gestalten a German publisher?
I thought maybe so, but I don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
Gestalten sounds like a German word.
Sure does.
This is technically by the imprint Little Gestalten, which is to say they market this book to kids, which is why it's affordable, because if this was in the adults graphic novel section, it would cost $25, but it is $15 because it's marketed to kids. So win. But the print quality is so good. The colors look so good. It's definitely a book for adults, in my opinion, that you can read aloud to children and not get bored, and it sounds great.
Yep, Gestalten, Berlin.
There
you go.
Berlin.
From Germany to here. Just $15 for The Night Watchman, which is available on WonderFairHomeShopping.com.
We have 3 copies, but I'm actually going to buy one for myself officially.
2 copies available.
Yeah. I should have pulled it out before the show. Just in case we can't get it, because books go out of print sometimes.
Yeah,
like
true.
Those Blexpel X books, I'm so glad I got some of them. I think
Raven Bookstore fact-checking us. Books printed in other countries, spine goes the other way.
Weird.
How about that?
Why can't America just get along?
I don't know. We're always trying to do our own thing. Go metric now.
I'm just thinking about our bookshelf. I guess we buy mostly books printed for American editions.
Raven Bookstore, is that true of even like mass market and stuff? So like a UK printing of, the new Susan Collins book, which I believe is, do you have that in stock yet?
If they can get it in just like 2 days.
I know. I didn't even know there was a new Hunger Games book, and then I see the Raven tweeting about how it's sold out, and I'm like, man, I want to get that.
I also didn't know that they had that.
It's a prequel, I guess.
We ain't got time to read books right now, except books that short that have beautiful pictures. But I'm excited. I'm stocking my shelf for the future. I also have a great book on loan from Nikita, who may be here with us later, Stationer to the Stars.
Stationer to the Stars, Nikita joining us a little later.
All right.
And Raven, by the way, it's in stock at the Raven.
Yeah, it's in stock. What is?
The new Hunger Games.
Okay.
The Hunger Games prequel.
Exciting. It's a prequel?
I believe it's a prequel.
Ooh, is it like before the Rift?
It's probably what all went down to get there. So you get to watch,
That's
instead
cool.
of being set in the post-apocalyptic society, it's set in the present apocalyptic society.
I'm of the opinion that all societies are just apocalypses inside of apocalypses. Kind of like a big apocalypse turducken. It's just like, how deep inside are you?
Yeah, it's a good question for this moment.
And is the apocalypse expanding outward or inward? Like, I don't know those facts. Also in physics, there's probably a way to understand that it's both outward and inward all at once. You know what I'm saying? Is that string theory? Did I get it? Dang.
Not quite string theory, but yeah. Okay, what else we got? Did you want to talk more about block printing?
I just want to say that book is pretty. Block printing is pretty easy to do, even for younger folks. You might not achieve that level of brilliance right away, but just have a start.
Certainly not.
We have some starter sets that even come with the ink included. Like this set gets you everything you need to get started in one tidy box. It's already on our website if you search for like
Speedball.
It's under printmaking in the creative material section. We have this super duper deluxe kit, which has like higher quality blocks. They would actually be better for printing an entire book. Yeah, it's pretty affordable, and you can do it at home safely. The materials are not that chemically problematic compared to some other art mediums. So
yeah, the thing about block printing is like you can learn it in like 5 minutes. There's nothing real tricky about it, except if you're doing text, do it backwards. That's what you learn as soon as you do it the first time. That's the mistake everybody makes their first time.
Yeah, it's funny.
Is you don't do it backwards, and then you're like, dang, whoops.
Yeah, it's good.
So see if you can read it in the mirror. Sketch it out first. Make sure you can read it in the
Everything
mirror.
ends up mirrored. And we say it's not tricky. That's not to say that you will not develop skills and become better at it, and your line work will look better and better as you learn.
I'm just saying any dum-dum can do it.
Any dum-dum can do it.
And it's cheap. It's so cheap. $20 and you can be block printing tomorrow.
And then you can addition things. So if you're looking to make, so I brought out a couple of small pads of printmaking quality paper we have. These are Stonehenge in a warm white in a tiny pad. I saw that a customer wrote on this sheet with a pencil. So first up, I'm mad at you. That was rude. Just don't do it. But it's fine. I mean,
it does look like a sample pad. We have a lot of sample pads up there.
It does not look like a sample pad when it's sitting in the sketchbook section.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm over it. I forgive them. It's all water under the bridge. I'm going to erase it and sell the pad maybe at 10% off. And it'll be 100% perfect. But yeah, you just need a piece of paper. Slap that design right on there, make a batch of prints, and send one to each of your friends. This would actually fit in a regular stamp envelope.
You could also postcard it.
You could also postcard it. So cute. You could fold it over as a tiny greeting card. You can create a tiny lino cut carving and use it as a letterhead stamp to stamp all of your mail-in envelopes. Even when you're just using letterhead you stole from a hotel, it's not stealing. They give it to you. Just stamp your own letterhead design on top of theirs. Reduce, reuse, recycle. I'm full of great ideas.
Great ideas.
Whew, and that was scary.
If you want, you can glue bind them yourself at home. You can get a glue binding.
You can. We have a glue product you can use to make your own glue bindings of things. All you really need is a stack of heavy books, which you can get from the Raven. Just say, hey, can you sell me your 6 heaviest books? That's going to be expensive, though.
The heavy ones are pricey.
The heavy ones cost a lot. Maybe tell them, can you give me your 6 cheapest heavy books?
There you go. Or it's pretty easy to get heavy books.
You can also just take a pan and fill it with water.
You probably have enough books around your house to do this.
Yeah. Anyway, you just smash your paper in there, leave a little bit of the spine exposed, and you just slop the glue down the edge and let it dry. It's that easy.
That's glue binding for you.
There's other ways. You can also use a table vise, like in woodworking, and you clip it into the vise, spine up. That's a little better because then the glue settles downward instead of sloping off the side. But you know what? We're not all bookbinderies.
No.
We're just making books at home with sloppy glue and heavy books from the Raven. Yes. It's the quarantine time, folks. You gotta be, what's the word where you just MacGyver it?
Yeah. You gotta work with what you got.
You gotta be...
What kind of glue do we have for that?
I want to know the word.
What's the name of the glue?
Well, PVA glue is going to be what y'all are going to want to grab. That's polyvinyl acrylic, probably. I'm intrigued by this. I wanted to make we had this idea to make a really big to-do list, right? Yes. No one would print it for us.
Nobody would print it for us. But it was going to be really big with your daily to-dos, and then we glue bind it so you can tear the sheets off.
We're talking poster size. We're talking presentation on an easel, flip it back, because that's the size of paper I usually make to-do lists.
I gotta write that one down because we got Grace. Right. We got Grace working on special projects.
We've got Grace back on the clock now, working on some art with us from our home shopping head office in Berlin.
Yep.
Our annex. About to take Germany by storm with our home shopping network over there in Germany. So exciting.
You can sell that book to them. Sell it right back.
I think that they probably want to read
Send it back to Germany.
I think they want to read the German version.
Okay, I don't know.
Although, I will say, I want to buy the French version.
We actually don't ship internationally. We're not doing that. Okay. It's too complicated. Okay. We've covered block printing.
I did it.
should we do an unboxing?
Yes.
I
didn't confirm with Nikita today either, so I just I think we're stationing to the stars, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to jump out of the routine during this kind of we're living in the grind right now.
Yeah.
We're just grinding through a hard time. The time itself is significantly altered and unprecedented and all the other words people are saying over and over again at you about this. But the grind, though, you know what I'm saying? Are y'all kind of feeling the grind?
It's, it's a little grindy for me in that there's a lot to do every day, but I also feel like it's not always the same stuff we're doing.
True, there are lots of new
trying to figure
challenges every day.
Yeah, new challenges every day. So in that way, it's a fun adventure.
Tech update: we got a bunch of phones.
We got new phones.
So many phones.
We're investigating a second line.
So exciting. We might get 2 lines. Now we can have each staff have their own phone so that when you mouth all over it, we don't have to keep wiping them down constantly between people.
Cutting down the wipes.
Straight up, it's impossible to find
wipes.
wipes now. If y'all have wipes you want to donate to Wonder Fair, we really need some disinfecting wipes. I'm about to start making my own because Lexi brought some, but after Lexi's are gone, that's it for us. There's no wipes to be had in the city of Lawrence, Kansas. But I can make wipes.
We'll trade. We'll trade stationery for wipes.
We'll trade stationery for wipes. I Googled it. We're going to be able to get wipes, but wipes are different from sprays because we do need things that you can quickly wipe keyboards and tech off with that don't need to sit and be wet for 5 minutes. So there's a small difference. They do need to be the wipes that can wipe and then they're safe to touch pretty soon.
Cool.
Thank you for this, giving me this opportunity to beg for wipes. Every day is so funny.
I heard
Did you hear Nikita?
I don't know if that's Nikita.
Nikita
Let's proceed with an unboxing because, as you know, boxes, they tend to pile up here. Even though we got Lexi doing a bunch of receiving, we got a fresh 3 mightily heavy boxes from our Japanese distributor of many fine products, most of which we have likely already showcased, but sometimes we pull out a box and we don't really know what's in it. We know there's a lot of notebooks in these boxes.
This distributor who we love, they're honestly so kind. It's a pretty small outfit. They're based in California. They had been shut down because of the statewide shelter in place in California since I think mid-March. It feels like around the time we closed our doors, they shut down their distro. So they just have started reopening slowly, which means they shipped last week. And we're so excited because we have both new products and restocks coming that we've been waiting on from this vendor.
Oh, yeah. We've been waiting on some of these badly.
Oh, you're back. I missed you so much. Tiny Maruman Sketchbook, which is the right size, and it's easy to remove a sheet, and it has a little bit of texture, so it's really nice for watercolor, but you can also use it for marker or just any kind of illustration, frankly. I do love it for quick watercolor sketches, though. Not too soupy. Keep it a little dry.
Oto Needlepoint Horizon, now back in stock in yellow. Sold the last one yesterday.
You didn't even know it was gone.
Didn't even know it was gone. But
Puffy Dinosaurs. Puffy Dinosaurs are back, everybody. This is spelled Dinosor, I believe, in the product description. Not our choice, but I think we stuck with it. So.
You've seen the Oto Needlepoint Horizon on the show before because it's one of our favorite pens to recommend to people, and also the loudest click release in Wonder Fair.
So if you want to really annoy your office mate, who at this point is probably your family members, get this pen and just click it all day long.
Yeah, you want to keep tripping the audio filter on Zoom so that your mic keeps turning on.
What if you do that, but every time it cuts back to you, you're wearing a different outfit?
Yeah, right?
How hard would that be?
I don't think you're cutting out the video feed, but I guess it depends how people are watching their Zoom.
That'd be a fun way to Zoom. Just as soon as you say a word so the camera cuts to you, just make sure it's you, suit jacket next time, duck costume. Anyway, that'd be fun. Have fun with your Zoom meetings, everybody. You gotta find some joy in this life. We got lots of new stickers restocked, some of which probably aren't even on the web. We have so many stickers, we don't really know how to sell them online.
They've been doing all right online, though. The ones we put up. I hope we got Cat Party back. That was popular. We'll see.
I think I did. We got ever so many Otos coming
Oto
down
Rays, very popular. Back in a few colors.
Got a new color.
Ooh, a new color? Do we have a navy before?
No, navy is here now. I ordered both navy and pink because I had a bad feeling they might be starting to run out of stock. And I'm not sure what the distribution is going to be like. The pink was back ordered, but looks like we got the navy in. So
Navy's back.
That's exciting.
Navy's here.
We are restocking. This has been out of stock for a hot minute. One of our favorite letter writing pads. It's half creamy blank paper and half white lined paper. Or flip that. Maybe it's white blank creamy lined. I can't remember. And I haven't opened this, so I can't tell you exactly. But it's multifunctional. Next up, this is a nicely packed box, my friends. It really fits nice. Don't you just want to see inside? Sometimes unpacking a box at a retail store is extra fun. Oh, it's so heavy. Look, so nice.
They really do it right.
Double deck of sketch pads in the medium size, which we, I believe, also sold out of.
We've been pretty much clear out of this sketchbook for a couple weeks now.
And at the bottom of this box is the large size, which we were running near to the end of. So all the Maruman sketch are restocked. A lot of our Otos are restocked, and some of our stickers. This was only one of 3 boxes from this vendor. So
in the next couple days, this is going to be popping back up for availability on our website. But yeah, we'll be getting that out to folks. Hooray!
Okay. Want to put that back in?
I'll put it back in.
We just want to make sure we get these received in a timely and orderly manner, which has not been our usual level. They just packed it so tidily. My dream is to make it exactly as they did it. Not too shabby. All right. Well, I believe our stationer to the stars has arrived. Kiddo, we could goof for 5 or 10 more if you want. You're ready to roll? Okay, cool. Let me move this aside. Whoa. It's very heavy. All right, I'm scooching this and scooching this. All right. At least wiping down with this. All right. Zoomity zoom. Oh, dear. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Paul, what if we had like a xylophone here so when the stationer of the stars came in, we could be like,
oh
my God, you got to do that.
I think Paul's going to make this happen for you. Okay. Wow, not at all the vibe I was going for.
It's exactly the same. Slide whistle works just as well, in my opinion.
I'm sorry I seemed excited about what was going to happen, folks. I was wrong.
Were you not pleased with the slide whistle? I kind of really enjoyed it. Oh, that's just sad.
Oh, we have enough to be sad about.
No.
In retrospect, I liked the slide whistle.
I really do like the slide whistle. I'm always a whistle fan, all kinds.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
What are some of your other favorite whistles?
Can I name literally any other kind of whistle?
Yes.
Absolutely not. A train whistle, big fan.
Honestly, relatable. And they do make those like wooden block train whistles.
I had one at one point in my life.
They're super fun. I always really want to blow them in toy stores, but like obviously putting your mouth on the wooden whistle, even in pre-COVID times, was like gross. So I've never been able to buy one because I don't trust that they're not all covered in every kid's baby spit.
I was gifted one once, fun fact, as an adult, not as a child, because just a random friend of mine was like, you seem like you'd want this. And I was like, I do, but I've never mentioned it before. I don't know why I give off apparently train whistle vibes. I don't know.
Train whistle is very has like a nice blend of mournful, but also like it's romantic.
I think it reminds you of your own mortality, because they're just trains are very big and very scary, and technology has gone too far probably, but when they made trains back in that time, that's when it went too far. But it's also really beautiful. So and it is a very romantic idea of sitting on a train, looking out the window, writing your beautiful novel,
having a tea, and it's always chittering slightly with a clink of china on the saucer.
Yeah,
train is romantic.
Polar Express,
Well, if you want to bring your train whistle next week,
I don't know if I still have it. I'll search.
That's
But
fair.
I'll find some kind of whistle probably.
We'll, yeah. We gotta have a whistle
So get
somewhere.
excited about that.
Well, and we will try to remember to bring some kind of harmonious. Keyboard instrument? What would you call a xylophone? What kind of instrument is
It's
that?
a kind of.
It's technically
Percussion?
a percussion
Percussion, yeah.
instrument, but yeah,
We should go get that one at the antique mall we
it's
saw.
a beautiful one at the antique mall.
I really
It's a
want it.
xylophone.
Honestly, let's get it and use it on the show, and we could have you could do little tech update, and you could
Oh yeah, little
Mhm.
bumpers.
Did I talk you into buying it finally?
Have you just been working on that this whole time? As you saw it, you're like every single moment is a chance for me
It's
to
been
slip
in the
that we
back
need to
of my
buy
mind.
that xylophone.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was
I think you should
shocked
do it.
he didn't buy it initially. So.
I think you should go for it.
Oh, he already owns the xylophone.
Is that too many? Are too many xylophones is the real question. I don't think so.
Well, let's keep it in mind.
And that's all what I had here to say.
Nikita, Stationer to
Hi.
the Stars.
Yeah.
Welcome. What would you like to share with us today? A Wednesday, I'm told.
It is Wednesday, correct? I just am realizing, that is Wednesday. I'm here to talk about Neptune. I just thought it would be fun. I don't know.
I love it. I like
Neptune's
the
a cool planet.
I like the planet, and I like the god it's named for.
Do you like the god? I don't know a lot about Neptune.
Well, he's like the sea god, so he's usually presented looking like Poseidon / Ariel's dad. And while I feel like Ariel's dad was a little bit too,
I had problems with him.
Yeah, I feel like he was honestly his feminism was not ideal, but he was pretty hot.
Yeah, that's what.
I'm just gonna be honest.
You're like in the pro box. Ariel's dad, hot.
He's
the con box, not a feminist.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
That's my issue.
I wouldn't go for it, but he's got the trident.
I don't like that he destroyed all her stuff. That was not cool of him.
Yeah, he did that.
That was really messed up.
He had anger issues.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually a pretty bad dad.
He was a pretty bad dad.
Thank goodness for Sebastian.
Yeah,
he was a good father figure to Ariel.
He was really good, and he was also just an excellent singer. So
so true.
Sebastian is all that we look for in a
He's
role
also
model.
pretty hot.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
yeah.
So.
I'm actually here to just rate the people from Little Mermaid, and by people I mean
who's
fish,
at the top for you?
on hotness.
I mean,
who's in the
Ariel.
top? Ariel's probably top for me, but
Ariel's top.
that's just because I just loved her so much as a kid and wanted to be her.
She's the
Who's
foxiest.
she not top for?
She's top for everyone.
Mhm.
I mean, she's top of all the princesses as well.
Really? That's your vote?
Oh wait, let me think hard.
Maybe think a little bit before you say that, but I think possibly. She's definitely in my top 3.
I just like the way her hair moves.
So beautiful. Beautiful hair. Very unrealistic. that
It's
she
really
would have
unrealistic. It's just
such
like a
beautiful
big
hair after
sponge.
being in a
It's just
ski thing.
always moves as one solid.
She didn't have a brush. I
Absolutely
don't know how
not.
she kept that hair so nice.
It's great. Anyway,
Neptune.
Neptune, a planet.
It's known as the Awakener as a planet
Ooh.
in astrology because it's
Cool.
all I don't like the status quo, and conformity, absolutely not.
Mhm.
And I love that about it. It's also just a dreamy planet, and it rules Pisces, which is fun because we are currently in Pisces in Neptune. We have been since 2012, and we will be there till 2025. It stays in planets for a very long time.
Yeah, because it's so far away.
It's
That's
very far
how
away.
that works.
Huge orbit.
Mhm.
Therefore, it stays in planets for around 14 years-ish, give or take a couple years.
Right. So, in astrology, Mars makes things kind of crazy because it's there and gone. It's just
Yeah.
zooming past. It's closer to the sun than we are.
Exactly.
Zoom. But Neptune's way back there. Is it the last one now?
No,
Since
it is not. Well,
Pluto's
I guess
gone?
technically Pluto's not.
I don't.
I'm really partial to Pluto, so I still include it in the list of
Respect.
planets because I love it. But
It's way, way out there. So things that
Very
happen
slow.
in Neptune, kind of you have time. It's
you're
gonna be
just sitting with
around.
it for a really long time.
So we're sitting with Pisces.
We're sitting with Pisces. It's actually considered one of the generational planets for that reason. It moves so slowly. A lot of people's natal charts, if you're in the same range of years with other people around you, you're probably going to have the same Neptune as well as Saturn, or not Saturn, as well as Pluto. And is Saturn one of them? Probably. I don't know.
That
No,
sounds-
Uranus.
Uranus.
Never mind.
That makes more.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know much about the generational, and even generally the outer lying planet stuff.
It's just a lot out
really
there.
new to me since our astrology club formed, actually.
Yeah.
But cool. So Pisces people, I remember, I'm so bad. I always remember wrong. That's established. I feel like you've said in the past you don't always get on with a Pisces or a Taurus.
I don't get on with
I
a
got
Pisces
it
or a
right?
Taurus. Yeah, you're
Okay.
correct. You
So
remembered that well.
What does that mean for you if we're like hanging in Pisces for a while?
I'm trying to embrace the good parts of Pisces. I do like a lot of aspects of Pisces. It's a very dreamy sign. It's very much like big imagination, sometimes to the point of being like too much imagination. And I do really respect that because I tend to live in my own head, as well as the Squishmallow world. So that just is just proof that it's true. So we can relate on that level, like me and Pisces as a sign. And it's also supposed to be pretty devoted to like what it believes in as a sign, which I like respect that a lot. So I'm trying to like embrace those aspects of it. Because those are like the positives. I have negatives, but you know, I'm not gonna talk about. We don't need to.
Sometimes things are negative enough that you really gotta focus on the positives.
Yeah, and I like dreamy stuff and dreaming, and I don't know, ethereal is a good word.
Your eyeliner is very dreamy today.
Thank you. I
Fun
thought I'd
fact.
go with the full vibe. It's
I hope
pink.
people can see
People
it.
can't really see it, but like
Probably
it's
not.
fun for me. I don't know.
It's nice.
It's all pink. It's from NYX, actually. That one I know.
So so it's either real world or Squishmallow's world for you, which is just a separate plane of existence. Do they have the same kind of astrology as us, or do they have like a whole different
The
thing?
Squishmallow universe?
Do you think that they don't yet have an astrology established, and you could do that for them?
I would hope so, but I also kind of think that they've like already kind of caught on to it because they're really cool. So like I feel like I don't know, my little like mallard duck Avery, I'm pretty sure you know about astrology because you're just really cool.
Let us know if you find out more about Squishmallow's cosmology.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. So what kind of Neptune thoughts? So we got the Pisces. We're talking Neptune. What else should we be keeping in mind if we're thinking astrologically in this time?
Just in general or about Neptune?
Well, we have several years is what you're saying.
We have several years to sit with Neptune and Pisces.
How recently did we get up in there?
Like 2012, 2013-ish.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like
It's
a
been a
long time
while.
ago. We've been like in it, everybody.
Are we like
kind
in
of
the
getting
middle?
towards the we're going towards the last half of
Oh,
Neptune and Pisces, which might be good. It might be time for a break. Because I do think that it's not the most like there's other stuff in the universe that can kind of balance it out a little bit, and that's why like sometimes we can like I don't know, the effects of it are different because it's such a far away, long-term kind of situation. But it is like not the most grounded of ideas since it's like Neptune rules Pisces. It's in Pisces. It's like in its home, but it's also like it's a lot. It's a lot to have that happening constantly.
Nothing to check it.
Yeah, you need stuff to check that. And like Cancer was like the moon recently. I think it's still in Cancer, which is wonderful, but that doesn't really put that in check, I don't think.
Open up the
anyone else
water.
been extremely emotional lately? I sure have, and I think that that's part of it.
I almost had a cry this morning in the car.
Oh yeah,
but I didn't. I reeled it
nice.
in. Only
Nice.
because Dave was there, and he look at him. He's
being
sleeping on a
so
box.
beautiful
Folks.
right
It's
now.
real cute.
He keeps me in check for
Paul,
sure.
would you just give the Instagram people a real quick, just a quick
peek at
Instagram? You're lucky. Oh boy, I'm gonna watch on the screen. He's so sweet. I can't wait to see him.
I'm so excited.
Oh boy. Oh, there he is. That's Dave sleeping on top of a pile of our Japanese stationery. He's doing such a good job. He fits just right. Okay.
He's like, hi.
So-
What? I'm trying to sleep.
I like when he sits in our studio audience, which I will say, I think he only does when you're here.
What?
Yeah. Don't you think? It's happened a couple times, and because I remember pointing out, like, Dave's in the studio audience.
Do you think he just loves to watch me talk about astrology?
Yes.
Is that the vibe?
I think he likes your voice.
Oh,
Yeah. He's so happy to have Lexi back
I'm
in the
gonna
store.
cry.
He keeps going to, like,
Yeah.
say hi.
oh my gosh.
He likes
he's
us,
the
but he used to have
best.
so many friends. He's more of an
Yeah.
extrovert.
Yeah, I see that for him. He feels very extroverted.
I am terrible at helping you talk about Neptune, so I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. my brain's all over the place today.
My
so
brain's
I'm
all
just
over
gonna
the
keep
place
going
today.
with it.
Okay, you just keep going with it. What else
I
you got,
did
Nikita?
bring some stuff.
Oh, right, stationery.
That's like all kind of dreamy related question mark. It's just kind of fun. I don't know. I just try to have fun with it.
I love
It's
it.
also like Pisces is like watery, so it's kind of like a mix between like watery kind of vibe, like tone wise, as well as like things that are kind of dreamy, which like I don't know. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was like, kind of everything in here is like a little bit dreamy. Like you can kind of use all of it to make your dreams come true. So there's like,
wow, high praise.
Yeah, that's
like
just my thoughts on stationery. But I'll have fun with it. I'm gonna start with this beautiful little pencil case.
How is it so cute and not sold out yet? I
don't know. I'm just kind of curious as to why anyone buys stuff from here and doesn't like also buy this. Like, you know, like I'm like, if you're already gonna like purchase stuff, you might as well like throw in like a little like fairy tale manor little pencil tin case.
In their defense, it's from a company that like has no online photos, not readily found on the web. So I took our own photo of it, and I think my photo is just not very good.
Oh no! Well, sorry, I just need everyone to know that
it's so cute.
This is really good. You can't really see it that well, but it's important that you
it's
know about
metal,
it.
It's double decker, so there's a little tray inside that is also designed and fully like illustrated. That's like lifting off a little green island, and then you got your other supplies down here.
And you just have your own little fairy tale world for your just like pencils and like erasers. And
$6?
And it is $6.
How can we make any money selling it?
Well, you know,
it's not all about money. Sometimes it's about dreams. Sometimes people just want dreams to be achieved, so they make things very affordable. So that was number one.
That's you've started at a very high point.
I kind of actually am regretting starting so high. I was like looking at the rest of it, and I was I started with something that was a little bit too. I have a good like kind of ending one.
So dreamy, fine. But you know what would fit inside that pencil box?
You going for? Is this what we're going for?
That or the other ones?
There's other ones as well. This is a little bit long. Let me see. Oh no, it will fit in there. This little buddy will fit in there. I grabbed this at the last second because I'm obsessed with it, and I gotta think about it constantly.
Cloud wall.
It looks really good with the cloud wall. It's just a good theme. It looks good next to the pencil case.
Tell the folks all the good things in the world that have been mushed into this single gel pen.
All the good things in the world. You got iridescent colors. We got a little kitty. And not only is it a little kitty, it's in like little loaf kitty form. It's like definitely big chunk, which I think is a really good like feature of this pen. And it has a little face where it's like all squinting and like happy and like has little blushies. It's everything that I've ever wanted.
The loaf cat / all animals phenomenon, which I assume came out of Japan, but I'm not sure. Where animals morph into loaves of bread. I'm here for it. Did it start with that meme where like people put their cat through a piece of bread?
I sure hope so. I don't know if it did. I think this might have been a little bit before the meme, perhaps.
Good point.
Because the meme is like, you know, I think everyone kind of knows that, especially kitties tend to do like a little loaf.
Oh, right. But what about when you put actual bread around their face? So they kind of look like a lion, but mostly look ridiculous.
It's little like, what's that thing called? Egg in a hole or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Toad in a hole.
Toad in a hole, yeah. And you just put a little kitty face in there instead of an eggy, and then you have little loaf kitty.
Sad fact, Dave's face is too large for a piece of bread. I held one up one time to check.
There's got to be some kind of bread around his face.
I guess
I'm going to figure out the bread that will fit around his face.
I also feel like probably it's mean to do to your cat, so I won't.
We tried to put, so basically at the Raven Bookstore, which I also work at, we found some unicorn horn hats recently. Yes, I got very excited about it. We tried to tape one to put over Dashiell's ears, but they wouldn't fit, and it was really sad. We like really made it. Yeah, it was a little too small. Like we like taped it to do it, and it was too small. We could have fixed it, but at that point he'd already been so annoyed that we were like, we lost our chance at this.
Yeah. Your chance will come again.
One day we will make Dashiell into
when he least
expects
it.
Unicorn kitty, unikitty, right, Dave?
Dave is acknowledging and also doing a little head cock on that. Like, don't even try it.
Yeah, he's like, I am not a unikitty. Thank you so much.
It's giving you kind of a smile now.
He's so good at the smiles.
He's so good. Okay, Loaf Cat, very dreamy.
The other thing that could fit in this beautiful little fairy tale case are these little pack of Stabilos. We got these back in recently. I received them, and that's why I got very excited about them today. This little set is like a bunch of blues into like a purple kind of vibe. And I love that because watery, one, but two, like imagine the things you could draw with all these different babies.
So great for like a bullet journaler looking to have a set of colors that already match. So Stabilo just started making these like condensed set of colors that aren't a full rainbow, but are kind of like analogous color groups. So I think you received, so you'll know better than me because I ordered a while ago. I got like a blue set and maybe a reddish set.
There's like a pastel set that came in that I am obsessed with. I actually bought it on Saturday. And I do use it for my bullet journal now. So it's actually like really helpful. And I love Stabilo because they are just super affordable and work really well. And you just can have so much fun with them. And the pastel set goes from like, it kind of has like all the little like rainbow button pastels. And that's fun. And like a warm like gray color as well, which is really good.
In that bullet journal, right there.
And this one right here.
The green is cute.
Yeah, this is actually from that set. The little,
I like
doing the whole thing here.
So affordable. Very watery. I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, that's kind of where the vibe came from to choose this one and not the pastel set. Because I was like, Pisces it's a watery sign. You know, we got to go with like the watery colors, and water is often blue to the eyes. Yeah. So that's what I have for that one. I also pulled this little pearlescent watercolor set. I actually have this as well. It's really cute. They're just little pans.
It's super affordable.
It's extremely affordable. It is $5 for this, and I use them, and I love them.
How do you feel like, how do they work for you? Because I've actually never used them, and we sell a really expensive pearlescent made with more like fine actual mineral pigments. This is all chemical based, but what do the colors look like when you use them? I'm generally just
They're pretty good. They're not the most pigmented, but they actually work really well for the price that they are. Like they're like really good. They're pretty sparkly. I've definitely like layered them with other like normal watercolors before, and it works really well, and it's really cool. I make little ghosties with these a lot. That's kind of like the vibe I go for when I paint with anything really. And you just get like a little sparkly baby. I definitely like love the blue one. I think especially that one is like a really good one. It's like really well pigmented. And yeah, I actually really love working with them. I feel like they're really easy to use. But yeah, I actually really like them.
That's a really good pull. I've been kind of curious about, because I just sold a set to our friend Charlotte too, and I'm waiting to hear a review back. But that's pretty good
math real quick there.
I'm trying to cross my legs under the table, and it's going to look awkward, but I'm doing my best for you while Nikita shows us the next thing.
All right. This is just adorable. It's a little scratch-off little kit, and this one is a little Dino World. I just think that these little scratch-off kits that we've been going for lately, like, really, really good. Really big fan.
Bringing them back, folks.
I think about the dolphin one like every day.
Dolphin Scrape's coming up because we're about to officially reopen, as I've said many times. It's the only pun I've got for it. But yeah, that also comes in a kitty cat, but I like that you chose the Dinos for our Pisces time.
Yeah, I don't really know how that relates back to Pisces, but I do think that it's very like dreamy to like think about a little world full of little dinos. And it comes with like 4 different cards, I think 4 different like scratch cards that you can do.
Maybe.
And they just like are fun, like rainbow colors for some of them. Oh yeah, there's like 2 of like a blank rainbow kind of one, and then there's like the 4 that are illustrated with the dinos.
And the little sticks in there too. So it's everything you need. It's a great activity for like even like coloring in the car, or when you don't want to have like a ton of things that can get lost for a kiddo or an adulto. I think adults should get into scratch art, and it's $5.
Well, I think it's great because it's like, I don't know, I want to be creative sometimes, but I don't want to think about it. And if I'm like living in my own head like I do, then I can just like scratch and live in my own head at the same time and like do something fun and beautiful while also just like, I don't know, thinking about squishmallows probably. Bees.
A lot of time thinking about squishmallows and bees. Those seem like nice topics.
Yeah.
Mulberry. That's her cat.
Mary. She was helping me do my puzzle today. It was really cute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was not
Help
helpful.
us.
but-
What if I put this piece over
yeah,
here?
she was. Yeah, she did like lay down all cute though. At one point, like I was like, I put this one like section of it that I'm like the most done with, and like that's the part that she just like kind of plops down on, had her little stripy leg out while she was laying down. It was just like really like encouraging for me to work on the rest of the puzzle. I was like, this is cute. Thank you for
She
not
knew you
eating
were
your
done there.
pieces. Yeah,
That's great.
She
I
was
wouldn't
like, even
trust
if
you want to split your focus, so she just knows that and was like, you focus enough on this section.
she really respects that. Yeah, she really loves it. Yeah, she's a good
What's
kitty.
Mulberry's sign?
I've been trying to figure this out for a while. I'm actually not fully sure. I kind of think she has a little bit of chaos in her, likes attention, which makes me lean towards Leo, but also she's a little bit more grounded than a lot of the kitties I know, which makes me think that maybe not quite, you know? She could be like, no, I was gonna say Capricorn, but she's not put together enough for that.
If you ever think
I'll
it
work
through,
on it.
let us know.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
We
Is
are
your
on.
tummy grumbling?
My tummy's grumbling.
Oh, got a snack.
I am excited to have a snack at around 2:00 when we have our super late lunch.
Nice.
Day. It's really grumbling though. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
it's doing it. Oh, that's fine. It's natural. That's what your body does.
What's up? It's because I drank all the seltzer and it's really bubbling up in there now. Sorry to everyone at home. This
That's
is a home
healthy for
shopping
you.
network, obviously.
Absolutely.
Nailing it. Okay. Last thing on our
Last thing.
Stationer to the Stars, we are taking a trip through Neptune today,
We sure are.
where Pisces is hanging out.
Pisces
so-
is just gonna do that.
I'm intrigued by this poll.
I'm obsessed with this pole. Actually, I have this print,
Ooh.
and it is very important to me. It is called Swamp Maidens. It is by an artist named Kelsey Borch. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
there's another
there's
one.
some water. Yeah, no, the color scheme is partially why I chose it,
Oh,
and I
another
also
one.
think that like Kelsey as an artist tends to just like embrace the dream world that I like want to be a part of. Like I just feel like a lot of Kelsey's pieces are just like exactly the world that I'm looking for. You got another amazing poll that's
I
Kelsey
love the
related.
colors
No.
on this one. I've maybe never even seen this one before, which is kind of weird. It's in here every
Really,
day.
it was part of a display a while back, and that's when I first started looking at it, and I was like, actually, I need that in my home.
Those are risographs, so they're really affordable.
Mhm.
I'm seeing the back of it. I think it says $12.
It is a $12 print for this
Um,
incredible print. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
Um,
It's locally made in Kansas City.
Mhm.
Kelsey probably had that risograph printed at Oddities Prints, but I could be wrong about that one. Who are also run by a group of wonderful
Nice.
artists. And I think
Nice.
Nikita's wearing a Kelsey Borch
Yes.
lapel pin right now.
yeah, I'm wearing Bingo Dingo, who's my best friend. I'm obsessed with this pin. His name is Bingo Dingo. And just like on the little like backing for it, like there's just a little statement that just says, what does he do on it? And I think about that like every day. And yeah, Bingo Dingo
does
is
he
just
do?
very important. Like what does he do? What doesn't he do? You know?
You really like adorable, wobbly or otherwise animals who were invited to fulfill their dreams for them
Mm-hmm.
and help them find a path, which I really
Mhm.
like about you.
Love to
You
build a
love
backstory.
Squishmallows.
Yeah.
You love Bingo Dingo. You like the dream worlds of Kelsey Borch.
So much.
Probably the dream worlds of Daria Tessler, just a guess.
Oh, so much. Yeah.
Daria's are a little like more like, we only had 1 minute a second
Yeah,
ago,
we
so I'm gonna
gotta,
stop
like,
blabbering.
Yeah.
Nikita, Stationer to the Stars, thank you for being here. We have a second left, so is there anything else you needed to share before Wednesday happens again, which presumably will be in a week?
Probably, yeah. I don't really have that much to share. No, I just keep on keeping on, keep being patient with people,
Oh, good
keep
for
buying
you.
from local places.
Oh, good job,
Support
Nikita.
them. Thank you.
Thanks, Nikita. We miss you when it's not Wednesday.
Yeah, me too.
Did we do it? We didn't go over? We have a second by Instagram. We're going to stay on YouTube for some bonus content. YouTube. It's just us now. We need to talk. You gotta work a little better, but we get that you're having a hard time. Probably everybody's on YouTube all the time now, just watching people roller skate. So we get that it's a lot for you. And actually, it's okay. It's okay that we had to do this like 3 times. And you didn't get to see Dave earlier on the box, and I feel badly because he's extremely cute on the box. So I'm gonna take you on a special field trip where you'll see some How's it looking? Did we get him there?
Beautiful boy.
He's so beautiful. Dave, hi. Hello. Hello, man on the street. Here's our pile of boxes. That's a mess. Dave loves sitting on a box, so for Dave, this is perfect. Oh, it's actually not. He wants me to feed him a snack now, so I guess I will. Huh? Say it again. His voice box is not entirely back yet. Further bonus content updates, but we still think he's doing better, except that he ate that little piece of leaf, which he was not supposed to. It's a hard time for all of us involved. I think that's my behind the scenes. Got anything else you want to add, Paul?
We're good.
Oh,
See you
guess
tomorrow.
who's here? Oh, chunky boy. So good. Okay, Dave, you hit the end stream button. Got it? And it's right here. Can you just tap that? No. He'd prefer we just stay together all day, and I get it. Okay, we're gonna feed Dave a snickety snack and catch y'all on the, oh, what? What's that? That's cute. Hold up. Dave, any last words? Absolutely not. Okay, bye everybody. Thanks for visiting our Messy Home Shopping Network behind the scenes.